Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Richard Jewell. And I was super excited about Richard Jewell, as I'm a huge fan of Clint Eastwood. His work recently has been very hit or miss. You have your 1517s to Paris, you have your Mules, you have your American Snipers, and really it hasn't been since Gran Torino where I watched a Clint Eastwood film and was in love with it. And then there was Richard Jewell, which I'm not saying I was in love with this film, but there's a lot that I liked about it. And I'm going to start with the negatives. It's very, very just workmanlike in terms of filmmaking wise. And I feel like there's been more tension and energy in previous Clint Eastwood films to warrant that I would have felt more of that in this. There's a couple of scenes where it felt inspired filmmaking. Otherwise, it's just point and shoot. And that's disappointing because the trailers for The Mule and Richard Jewell have been so intense. And I'm just like, these films really just haven't caught that tension. And then the antagonist in Richard Jewell are so over the top and so cliched and so just cartoonish that it's hard to really feel anything besides it's just like you hated them because they just were terrible characters. Olivia Wilde was so over the top. John Hamm was over the top. But where the strengths are in this film, it tells a great story and great performances otherwise. And I really felt with Richard Jewell. I felt all in on trying to, like, sitting there hoping that he got what he deserved, and that was being innocent. And Paul Walter Hauser, who has done great work in I, Tonya and Black Klansman, and he's great in this film, balancing this frustration and this underlying frustration because you don't always see it. Sam Rockwell stole the show in this. He was fantastic. He was hilarious. I loved him in this. And Kathy Bates, she didn't get a whole lot to do, but there's some scenes where it's like you really got to feel the emotion there. And I would really recommend this. It's a good film. And I'll take a good film from Clint Eastwood at this point, especially because some of his films have been hit or miss. And God, this guy's 90 and is making good films, and I appreciate that. So go check out Richard Jewell. It's an important story. It's a great story with some strong performances. But let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.